Temperatures are going to be declining in Jackson, Tennessee, as they have in Arkansas, as this system has come through, the rainfall and all, and it's moderated so much from what it was out further west when we had destructive tornadoes last night, and we've had those thunderstorm warnings and watches and all that stuff this morning. But things are fairly calm for us, considering how the system has been. So that's a blessed thing. We'll keep you posted on that. The European market's still trading, and we'll follow all of that right here at E Plus TV 6, E Plus TV 6 206 High Def on the JA broadband system. And, of course, we're streaming worldwide at eplustv6.com, carried live here in Jackson, Tennessee at WDXI 1310 AM and at Cool 103.7 FM. And we're on Facebook all over the world, Facebook Live at Blue Suede Forever on Facebook, so be sure to like us. Let's shift gears a bit. We're going to get back to a signature song from Otis Redding coming up, and we got some more as we head toward the top of the hour at Blue Suede Forever, the source of music in the American music triangle, from New Orleans to Muscle Shoals to Memphis to Nashville to Bristol, Tennessee, all the pop music of the world. From country to jazz to whatever, it all originated right here. We're in the heart of that in Jackson, Tennessee, and glad to be. The music will never die, and that's why we call it Blue Suede Forever. Right now we're going to go out to Sportsplex. One of the key things in Jackson, Tennessee, when you're coming through our city on Interstate 40, you see it out there at exit 85, and Ricky Yates and Kenny Franks are with us. Good to have you guys in here.
Good to be here.
Man, you hold that thing up there. Well, let me check that. Let me turn that. I just want to check.
Good to be here.
Okay, I'm still not getting anything. Hang on just a second. Let me. I'm gonna pop switches here. We're gonna engineer right on the spot. And maybe that's it. You may have to talk loud in that thing.
He can.
Can he?
He can.
I can at times.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see if that thing is. See if that thing's going to do it. If not, we'll share one of these with you. These guys, the Sportsplex, is in how many years now?
We start just last week, our 11th year, Steve. It's hard to realize, but
11th year with the Sportsplex.
Absolutely.
Right. Everybody said it wouldn't work.
Yep.
Well, not everybody.
Just about. Just about.
You heard from a lot of them, didn't you?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
You got started with the tournament last week because Kenny was out here and told us about it. Got a tournament coming in last week on play ball. Had about 30 teams in here last week. Got through the week. Got a pretty good week. Had a pretty good weekend for weather.
Right. It rained a little bit Sunday, but again, the fields were
cool, but
in great shape, and they were able to take the sprinkle rain, and we finished the tournament.
Okay. Got a tournament this weekend.
Have a tournament this weekend. In fact, we have 23 tournaments this year, including 2 state tournaments. We're also still looking for a couple of other tournaments to fill in maybe in July, and so we've been talking to various groups.
What has made this work, Kenny? Ricky, I'm sorry.
Well, I think, again, travel ball, and you can go through travel softball, travel baseball, cheerleading. Lots of groups travel now. And they don't mind spending the money. One of the questions earlier was, if we go into bad economic times, will teams come? They will, because parents will take that money, put it aside, maybe some vacation money or whatever, but they're going to, if the kids want to play, then they're going to get them there no matter what.
So these tournaments, then, you've got softball and baseball, right?
Softball and baseball.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a combination of those things. In the 11th year of the Sportsplex, how many people have been through?
We have, through last year, 1.5 million, including our leagues out there during the week, because that's the reason it was built, to take care of the leagues during the week, free of charge.
Okay.
And for our local leagues.
It's got a lot of local utilization then.
Lots of
senior ball and everything else out there.
Senior ball out there. We just started this past year, Jackson-Madison County schools, the middle school softball. We brought all the teams together. They had to play in different places, sometimes not sure where they were going to play. We brought them all together for the first time, and hopefully we'll be running that league for quite a while.
I want to talk about the investment because at 9 o'clock this morning we'll be transitioning from here into live coverage of the Jackson City Council at E Plus TV 6. And it's important vote coming up about that. But one of the things that happened, when you think about it, that exit stayed out there for years. I mean, that exit had been there for decades with nothing happening out there. Nothing happened.
Absolutely.
Then the ballpark went out there, and that was the start. And then they were talking about at one time the Women's College Basketball Hall of Fame was looking at going out there before the fundraising really didn't match up here. Pat Summitt and them felt they could take it to Knoxville and do better, and they did, and it's been successful. But it started here from the NAIA tournament. And the announcer at the NAIA tournament about why is there not a Women's Basketball Hall of Fame? And there is, but all that started here in Jackson. But then the Sportsplex totally changed things out there.
Absolutely.
And the visitors. Because one of the things, county decided to fund it with whatever increase in the hotel motel tax, not increase in rate, but increase in revenue that they received. They were going to keep their base. And, some of them said, well, we're not going to give them anything because nothing's going to happen out there.
Nothing's going to happen.
Yeah, right. But it turned out that it has. And so it's been a successful thing for this county because city hotel motel tax, city and county hotel motel tax has gone up significantly.
Right.
And it's attributed to that, and then all that development out there.
To the point of last year, Steve, 683,000.
Okay.
That we're using on capital projects. Anything that we can improve can't be used for operating,
right,
but anything that we can use for capital projects.
Right, so how's your funding? That has been extended, right?
Yes, the county commission voted in the last monthly meeting that they would extend for 3 years, and this morning the city council will be voting. Of course, the Sportsplex is a city entity, so we feel like that's going to go ahead and go through, and we'll be able to use that. We're looking at a major capital project for next year.
Okay.
Can't talk about it now until we get the actual vote and through our budget meetings in May. So
something else that's happened, I think, as a result of this, we have a wonderful tennis complex now, because I think people have seen what can happen with tournaments and drawing. And so that tennis complex out near the VFW on 1848 on North Highland, we've seen an expansion in soccer and all these other things. So I mean, once you get identified as a tournament city, then it helps.
I think that's a key. That's a key, and even when you look at it, like when baseball was big with us and softball was beginning, a lot of those families had girls that played softball, and all of a sudden y'all have softball here, and so it's built up at that point. So just with the tennis, and I foresee other things.
I think other things will be coming. All right, we're talking with Ricky Yates and Kenny Franks with us, and what does Kenny do out there now?
Just probably keep up the best fields in the South. And, you know,
because Kenny, you worked with who else before you got into this here?
Well, I've been with minor league. Worked with the Nashville.
Kenny, that microphone is just not working. I don't think.
Came back home.
Yeah. Okay.
And worked with the Diamond Jacks back then. And then I came to work with the city. And I've been here ever since.
Okay. So I've been working city, but Kenny Franks is a field man extraordinary, which you got to have.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that's part of the thing, right? If you get there and the field's not good, then it's not going to work.
You talk to teams, and they'll say first on their list is the fields are the best in the Mid-South.
Okay. All right.
And then we're proud of that. Kenny has a great staff, and they do a wonderful job on the fields.
We'll see how the vote goes. That's coming up with the city council, and that'll be at 9 o'clock. We'll carry it live here at E+ TV 6. And eplustv6.com as we transition from Blue Suede Forever. But entering its 11th year, Ricky Yates and Kenny Franks with us, responsible for this Sportsplex out there. 1.5 million visitors and more on the way. Got a tournament coming this weekend. Going to be a little cooler with highs in the 50s, but I think we can get that one in. And then how many tournaments this year?
We'll have 23
right now. 23, including two state championships, and open for some more.
Open for some more.
All right, man. Appreciate you guys very much.
Thank you, Steve.
Kenny, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Man, I appreciate you being out here. Kenny came to see us last week. He brought the rain last week and did it again today. Okay. What Kenny's doing, he's getting it to rain in the middle of the week. That way it doesn't rain on the weekends. Keeps his fields up, right?
I'm for that.
keeps that water bill down. Not that we object to water bills.
No.
Not when you work where I do. You know, water that lawn 3 times a day. If you take long showers and all that other good stuff. No, but man, it's good to see you guys. Continue your best. 11th year for the Sportsplex right here in Jackson, Tennessee. This is Blue Suede Forever. As we head toward the top of the hour, this is a signature song from Otis Redding. If you think about a signature song, this is it.
Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes.